Myth-busting the advice of yesteryear. If you've ever been told that cracking your knuckles will give you arthritis, or that going outside with wet hair will guarantee a cold, congratulations. You've been a victim of old wives' tales. The kind of advice passed down through generations that sounds wise, but often has little or no truth to back it up. For the younger folks who might not be familiar with the term old wives' tale is a traditional belief or superstition that is usually meant to offer wisdom or caution, but often turns out to be scientifically inaccurate. These tales were passed down orally before science had the chance to step in and say, wait a minute, that's not quite right. So grab your debunking goggles and let's bust some of these myths wide open. Number 1, cracking your knuckles causes arthritis. The myth: if you keep cracking your knuckles, you'll end up with arthritis. The truth: nope, cracking your knuckles does not cause arthritis. The popping sound comes from the release of gas bubbles in the joint fluid, not from bones grinding together. Studies, including one by a doctor who cracked the knuckles on one hand for decades but left the other alone, found no difference in arthritis risk between his two hands. However, excessive knuckle cracking might weaken grip strength over time, but that's about it. Number 2, going outside with wet hair will make you sick. The myth: if you step outside with wet hair, you'll catch a cold. The truth: colds and the flu are caused by viruses, not damp hair. While being cold can weaken your immune system slightly, you won't magically catch a virus just because your hair is wet. The only way you'll get sick is if you come into contact with someone who is already infected. Moral of the story: you can dash out of the house post-shower without fear. Just maybe wear a hat if it's freezing outside to avoid discomfort. Number 3, swallowed gum stays in your stomach for 7 years. The myth: if you swallow gum, it'll stay in your stomach for 7 years because your body can't digest it. The truth: your stomach is not a gum graveyard. While it's true the gum isn't digested like normal food, it doesn't stick around for years. Instead, it moves through your digestive system and exits, you know where, within a few days. However, swallowing large amounts of gum can cause blockages, especially in young kids, so it's still best to spit it out. Number 4, carrots give you night vision. The myth: eat your carrots and you'll be able to see in the dark. The truth: carrots do contain vitamin A, which is essential for good vision, but they won't give you night vision superpowers. This myth actually started as World War II propaganda, when the British spread a rumor that their pilots had superior night vision due to eating carrots, when in reality they were using new radar technology to detect enemy planes. Still, carrots are good for your eyes. Just don't expect to see like a cat in the dark. Number 5, if you shave, your hair grows back thicker and darker. The myth: shaving makes your hair grow back thicker, darker, and coarser. The truth: nope. Shaving doesn't change the texture or color of your hair. When hair grows naturally, the ends taper, making it feel softer. But when you shave, the hair is cut at a blunt angle, which makes it feel stubbier as it grows back. The thickness, color, and speed of growth remain the same. Number 6, feed a cold, starve a fever. The myth: if you have a cold, eat a lot, If you have a fever, don't eat. The truth. Your body needs nutrients whether you have a cold or a fever. The phrase likely originated from an old misunderstanding of how the body fights illnesses. Today, doctors recommend staying hydrated and eating nutritious food to help your body recover, regardless of whether you have a cold or fever. So eat up, but maybe skip the greasy junk food and opt for some nourishing soup instead. Number 7, chocolate gives you acne. The myth, eating chocolate will make you break out in pimples. The truth, chocolate alone does not cause acne. Breakouts are more likened to hormones, genetics, and overall diet rather than one specific food. However, some studies suggest that diets high in sugar and dairy can worsen acne. So if you notice breakouts after binging on sweets, it might be your diet overall, not just the chocolate. Good news for chocoholics. You can still enjoy your favorite treat in moderation. Number 8, don't go swimming after eating. You'll cramp and drown. The myth, if you swim right after eating, you'll get a cramp and drown. The truth, while it's true that digestion diverts some blood flow to your stomach, it doesn't take enough away from your muscles to cause dangerous cramps. If you're feeling bloated or uncomfortable, you might not want to swim right away, but it's not deadly. So feel free to enjoy that poolside burger. Just don't eat so much that you sink from the weight of your own food coma. Number 9, don't wake a sleepwalker. It could kill them. The myth, waking up a sleepwalker can give them a heart attack or make them go insane. The truth, while waking a sleepwalker might startle them, it won't cause a medical emergency. However, sleepwalkers can be confused and disoriented, so it's best to guide them back to bed gently instead of shaking them awake. Just don't let them wander out the front door thinking they're on a magical adventure. Number 10, lightning never strikes the same place twice. The myth, if lightning has struck somewhere once, it won't strike there again. The truth, lightning can and does strike the same place multiple times. In fact, tall structures like the Empire State Building get hit by lightning dozens of times a year. The idea that lightning avoids previous targets is pure fiction. Moral of the story, if you're caught in a thunderstorm, standing where lightning just struck isn't a safe bet. Final thoughts. Old wives' tales are fun to hear, but it's always good to check the facts before believing them. While some myths started with good intentions, science has helped us separate fact from fiction, and in some cases, saved us from unnecessary worries. But don't worry, Grandma's advice isn't always wrong. Sometimes it just needs a scientific update. Stay safe, stay secure, and the real question is, what other old myths have you believed for years? Let me know, and I'll gladly bust or confirm them for you. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, and thanks for reading, watching, and listening.